Okay, moving on to 4. You take each of these x values and you'll put it in for the x right there in your function. So you have to calculate each one of these out a little bit. So in parentheses, put -1. And I put it in parentheses so I don't forget about the negative and I don't mess up my negatives. So you got 3 to the 1 minus -1. Well, 1 minus -1 is 2. So that is 3 to the second power, which is 9. So I can put 9 there. And then I plug it in 0, so 3 to the 1 minus 0 is 3 to the first. So that's just, whoops, not 3, that's 3 there. And then plug in 1, 3 to the 1 minus 1 power is 3 to the 0. And anything to the 0 power is 1. And then you got 3 to the 1 minus 2. Well, 1 minus 2 is -1, so you got 3 to the -1, which is 1/3. So that'll be our last one there. Okay, let's put our x and y axes down. And again, I'm going to count every 3, just because my x's aren't increasing that much, but my y's are. So you got the point -1, 9. So you go to -1, go up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gives you right there. And then I'm going to go to 0, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. And then you got the point 1, 1. And then the point 2, 1/3, which is just like just above the axis there. And so my graph is going to grow like such. And it's going to grow that way too. Ta-da! Graph. Number 5, again, taking the x's, put it in for that x right there. You'll have 2 to the 3 times -1, which is 2 to the -3rd power. And remember, when it's negative, you're going to take it and just put it under 1 and make it not negative anymore. So you got 1 over 2 to the 3rd power. Well, 2 to the 3rd power is 8, so this one's going to be 1/8. Okay, now let's plug in 0. 2 to the 3 times 0 is 2 to the 0 power, which is 1, because anything to the 0 power is 1. Let's plug in 1 now, so you got 2 to the 3 times 1 is 2 to the 3rd, which is 8, as I already said earlier. And then we got 2 to the 3 times 2, and that gives you 2 to the 6th power, which is 64, I believe. Yes. Yes, it will be. Okay. So that's 64. Okay, that's a really, really large number. I'm not going to even put that on my graph, but my graph will just shoot up and head that direction. All these are positive, so I'm going to make my x-axis down here near the bottom. Again, counting by every 3, just so I can fit it all and have it be more spread out instead of being really, really close together there. I got the point -1, 1/8, which is like just barely above the line. Then I got the point 0, 1. Put a point, whoops, that was kind of gross. 0, 1. And I got the point 1/8. So I go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 8. Hold on, I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And then I got the point 264, which is way up that way. And so when I draw this, I'm just going to draw an arrow like that. And you see it does increase rather quickly. And so that your graph is going to show that. And the last one, take these 4 values there, put it in for the x on the exponent there. So you're going to have 2 to the -1 power. Add 2. Well, the negative of -1 is +1, so I got 2 to the first plus 2, which is 4. So 4 is going to go there. Putting in 0 to the 0 power plus 2. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1. So add the 2 to that, you got 3. Putting in 1. Oh, that was negative. -0 and 0 is the same thing. So now we got -1 plus 2. Well, anything to the -1 is that number under 1. Add 2. So this one's going to give you 2.5. Also, you can write it as 5 halves. Both of those are the same there. And then our last one, 2 to the negative 2 power plus 2. When you have a negative power, you put it under 1 with the positive power there. And you still have to add 2. Well, 2 squared is 4. So this fraction here is going to be 1/4. And you still have to add the 2. So you're going to have 2 and 1/4. Which is the same thing as 9/4. Okay. Time to draw the graph here. And we'll make that up there. And we gotta put our tick marks down. Again, skipping every 3, just kind of fit stuff on there nicely. And then my horizontal tick marks are the ones that I'm counting here. So I got the point -1/4. So I got -1 up 4. I got the point 0, 3, so put in 0, 3. And then I got the point 1, 2.5. So 1, 2.5. And then the point 2, 1, and 2, 2, 2.25. So 2, 2.25. And you notice this one's not really increasing that quickly, or I mean decreasing that quickly. But, you know, that happens with that negative exponent there in the +2. Okay, all done.